Away from security matters, the Federal Ministry of Works has now completely closed the third mainland bridge for 24 hours to allow the contractor execute a major aspect of the ongoing repair works on the bridge. In an announcement made on Monday, the Federal Controller of Works, Olukorede Kisha, said the closure will affect both bounds of the carriageways from noon on Wednesday, that's today, the 28th of February, to 12 p.m. on Thursday, the 29th. The federal government advised road users to use alternative routes already provided during this period. Our correspondent Theophilus Elama is to bring us update on this development, and he's standing by. Theophilus, talk to us what update we have with regards to this. Has the bridge been completely closed?
Well, Veronica, at this point, we are at Adeniji axis, and from what we have seen, we are seeing the last set of vehicles coming island bound from the third mainland bridge. Of course, the other part of the bridge has been closed down. The other part going into the mainland aspect of Lagos, that's the other axis. But this other area will be closed from the Yanoworo axis, so that those going on the island will not have to take this route. Of course, it's going to be closed for 24 hours to allow for major repair works to be done on the bridge, sequel to its opening, consequently, Veronica.
Well, do you know, or do you have an insight into what really the contractor wants to address and why the 24-hour closure is? Because it is reported that it is a crucial aspect it wants to address with regards to the ongoing work on the bridge.
Well, what we know is all we know, that it's a crucial aspect of the work which has called for the total closure of the bridge for 24 hours. So that means that if they are doing something of that, if they are closing the bridge because of that, it means it's something very, very important that they need to handle. But of course, at this point, we're not aware from the Ministry of Works what the particular issue is, but we are aware that there are other issues that need some quick interventions on the third mainland bridge that need to be addressed. But as you can look at the bridge here, the island-bound bridge, this place has been finished, but we are expecting that the other part will be finished as well. But the work that needs to be done is said to be quite major. That has instructed or informed their decision to totally close the bridge for 24 hours so as not to have other major issues coming up. But as in every aspect of the bridge, you can see that the closure is affected not just this part. As you can see now, it's empty. This is just past 12. The road is empty at this point. We are not seeing any vehicle coming in. Like I said earlier, the last vehicles that have entered the third mainland bridge have left. And so we are seeing that it's about empty at this point. And before we know it, no vehicle will be here. Total closure. But if you can look, like my cameraman will have to pan the other way. The other side of the bridge has been closed totally. Nobody is allowed at this point to go in from that axis onto the mainland. You have to take alternate routes to get to your destination on the mainland. And of course, it's same now for those going on the island. They'll have to take alternate routes to get to their destinations. Especially if you are going to the island, you have to go towards the Antony Marina axis to get to the island. And it might be a daunting task for a lot of people, because there are peak periods when you're going in Lagos, and many people understand those times. But if you are going to the island at about 5 p.m. on a normal day, that's when you realize that the traffic will be heavy going all the way from Antony, going to Maryland and all of that. But as it is right now, the government is doing all its best. It says it's doing all its best to ensure that the bridge structurally stands well and there's no problem. All the while, the last time the minister was here, he had mentioned that years of neglect on the bridge had caused some wear and tear, and that's why they had to close the bridge and freshen out the time for many people to access the bridge in and out of the island. But this major repair for 24 hours, it seems to be set to be a major issue that needs to be worked on, and it needs total focus. That's why they are closing the bridge for 24 hours to ensure that that is done.
Right. As your cameraman panned, I saw that at the other end of the bridge, we saw military personnel manning the roads, especially where it was blocked, the access routes, and some other traffic personnel. I wonder if you were able to speak with them with regards to the level of cooperation, because I still saw some cars there and some other persons there as well. Perhaps they didn't get the information as to the fact that the bridge will be closed.
Well, there's a level of cooperation, because if you look behind me, you will see that there is a barricade. So, and it's the same thing for the inbound island exits from Iyanawuru. There's a barricade there. So once the barricade is closed like that, nobody goes in. You have to go take alternate routes like the other cars are doing. You take alternate routes to wherever you are going to, the different destinations. That's the situation. Now, everyone is cooperating because many people understand the importance of the third mainland bridge. It's the largest bridge, and of course they understand that if it is not fixed appropriately, anything can happen. It connects the mainland to the island, so you can understand how important this bridge is to Lagos State and to Nigeria, even to Africa, to West Africa at large. So you can understand that the fixing of this bridge is needed at this point to ensure that nothing happens and nothing bad happens to people, and everybody can go about their normal businesses.
Absolutely, Theophilus. We'll definitely keep tabs with developments coming out of the repair works on Third Mainland Bridge, as well as the level of cooperation. As we have seen, the roads are almost empty in and out of the Third Mainland Bridge. Thank you, Theophilus, for bringing us up to speed. We'll move swiftly now to other stories.